Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikavestadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya tad-bhakteṣu namo namah Madhya vitanute bhaktim Murkha māvat-tai śrutim Yat kripa tvamaham bande Sri Madana Gopalakam Prabhum Jainitai. Hari Bol, my dear devotees. How are you all? Hope all of you are fine by the causeless mercy of Sri Nitai Gauranga, by the mercy of their follower, 6 Goswamis, the intimate associates of Sri Nitai Gauranga. My dear friends, there is so many doubts and confusion in our practice. If the concept is not clear to us and we are practicing, that means we are running in the darkness. We must be very clear about our deeds. It must be very clear to us what we are doing and for what we are doing. And which way, the process. In spirituality, in our spiritual practices, spiritual life, if we just compare with this material world, for both life, our spiritual life, our material life, we must be activated ourselves. We have to do so many things. Practice, practice, and practice. Always practice will never be perfect by our heart. When it will appear, yes, it's perfect, I'm satisfied. So, must know there the ending point of our development. Actually, everything, everyone, they are practicing. No one is perfect in this world. Not by their mind, not by their activity, not by their intelligence. No one is 100% perfect. Everyone is practicing, everyone trying to increase their ability, increase their capacity. But externally we are saying, yes, I know everything. But that is not true. You know, it's funny, but the truth. In this material world, only 2 groups, they are saying the truth. Doctor and the lawyers. Doctor, they are saying, we are practicing, I am practicing there. Lawyer also saying, I am practicing in high court or I am judicial court or subdivisional court, but practicing. Doctor, he is also saying, I am practicing there in that hospital. And lawyer is also saying, I'm practicing in court, in that court. So only these two groups, they're saying the truth. And all the other, they're not really saying the truth. No one is perfect. Mainly in our spiritual life, the concept, we are following the path of Nitai Gauranga. We are following the path of Raga Anuga Bhakti. And we are guided by Nitai Gauranga. We are getting help by 6 Goswamis. We are saying so many things. But then also, somewhere, some lack of our intelligence, knowledge. If it is not clear, the concept, then so many things will be not completed. Our practice will be not completed. If the concept is very clear in heart, in mind, and the concept is not only by the knowledge, we have to realize, we have to feel it. We can say so many big words, which is good for hearing. Externally, it's saying something, oh, great person. Just today, why I raised this point, just today I got a message from Krishnadashi from Delhi. So she asked me some question and I found it's very good to discuss here. She asked me, I'm confused that Nitai Gauranga wanted us to preach and spread the holy names. And they showed by mercy to all jivas, yes. But maybe in last century, this slogan was popular. Mānava-sevā, Mādhava-sevā. The impersonalists were saying, no need to do Mādhava-sevā, can just serve humanity. Is that correct? Mādhava-sevā cannot be equal to mānava-sevā. She says, I'm confused how to view this. Preaching is highest kind of mānava-sevā. Can clarify this point. Also, but preaching is in mood of passion. We do many things, go here and there to do that. And in next message, she also clarified some things. I also meant service to sick people or service to old people, etc. Not just preaching. She said here. Also, but preaching is in mood of passion. We do many things, go here and there to do that. Here, preaching is, it's included with the services or service to animals. So, hearing these points, mānava-sevā, Mādhava-sevā. Externally, I hope most of the people, they will say, oh, it's a big, great heart. Yes. But, my dear friends, it is not true. mānava-sevā is mānava-sevā, bhaktaḥ-sevā, and Mādhava-sevā is Bhagavan-sevā, Bhagavat-sevā. Bhakta-sevā and Bhagavat-sevā, they are not equal. Yes, serving to sick people, helping old peoples, serving even animals, although those are included in the part of Bhakta-sevā. But we must be clear about this point. For what we are doing? Only to get the blessings of Bhagavan, nothing else? Yes, my dear. We are serving the devotees, we are serving all the living entities in this material world. It is also practice of love. By that we'll get mercy from the devotees. And then we can engage ourselves in Krishna-sevā. That is our target, to engage ourselves in Krishna-sevā. So, for Krishna-sevā, if we have to engage ourselves in Krishna-sevā, that means we need practice for that also. We have to go to Bhagavan through devotees. Because when the devotees will be pleased, Bhagavan will look at us. Otherwise not. In Caitanya-caritāmṛta, it is very clearly said, Vishnu pūjāṁ jodi jive droho kore, pūjāṁ nishphal hoy, aro pape more. I am worshipping deities all the day. I am spending my all time, all moments in the temple room. But I have no good relation with anyone. Not with my neighbors, even not with my family members. So then it is wasting the time in temple room. Pujao nishphal hoy aro pape more. It is said in Caitanya-caritāmṛta, then if we are not sharing our love with others, first the charity must be begins from family. Yes. So if we have no loving relation with family members, if we have no loving relation who are near to me, next to me, neighbors, then all my bhajan, all my sadhan, all my deity seva, all my spending time in temple room, just waste, useless. Sarvo jive achen Vishnu iha na janiya, Vishnu puja kare oti prākṛtaḥ hoiya. I have no good relation with anyone, but I am spending time in temple room for my seva, for deity seva. That means the concept is not clear. First, I have to feel my Prabhu to everyone. Sarva jiva asena Vishnu. Vishnu means here Krishna. I have no realization, I have no feelings for anyone, but my Prabhu is there, in their heart. So I am always misbehaving with them. That means I am insulting my Prabhu. In one hand, to fight with others, to misbehave with jivas, I'm insulting, and at the same time I'm spending all my time in the temple room. What is that? Mānava-sevā, to attain the consciousness, to attract the mind of Bhagavan. That is why we're helping them. It is not the ultimate. Mānava-sevā is not Mādhava-sevā. Mānava-sevā is Mānava-sevā. Mādhava-sevā is Mādhava-sevā. Both are very important for our life. We have to do both. We should not just ignore Mānava-sevā, or we should not just ignore Mādhava-sevā. No. Both are very important, and we have to do both. At the same time, we have to serve devotees. That is why that day I quote one slok from Srimad Bhagavat. It is the realization of Parikshit Maharaj. Shavak yayā tasya guṇān gṛṇīte karoca tat-karma-karau manaś smared vasantaṁ sthira-jaṅgameṣu śṛṇoti tat-puṇya-kathāḥ karṇaḥ śrostu tasyorvayolingya-mānave tadeva jat pasyati tad-bhakteṣu angyāni vishnu ratha tad-janānaṁ ādodakaṁ yāni bhajanti nityam. Just describing the success of all our senses, hands, eyes, ears, tongue, our body, our head. And Parikshit Maharaj, he said, Shava, yayā tasya guṇān gṛṇīte. Hey Munivar, I can say that tongue is successful, by which tongue is glorifying Bhagavan. And then he clarified, not only Bhagavan, also his devotees. When the hands will engage in the service of devotee and Bhagavan, Ishwar, then that hand is successful. If the greedy eyes want to take darshan of Bhakta and Bhagavan, that eyes are successful. When the ear, hearing, listening, Bhakta katha and Bhagavat katha, that ear is successful. When the body will accept the Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Angyani Vishnu Atha tad-janānaṁ. Tad-janānaṁ means the devotees. When one body will accept, will get the Caitanya-caritāmṛta of Sri Krishna and tad-janānaṁ, that means the devotees, then that body is successful. Bhakta and Bhagavan, they are for each other. Bhagavan will be happy when you will serve his devotees. Bhakta will be happy when one will serve Bhagavan. Both are very important. If we can serve only the Mānava, no, it is not considered at Mādhava-sevā. We must know, by Mānava-sevā, we are getting that ability. We are catching the consciousness. We are attracting the mind of Bhagavan. When we engage to serve the devotees, that means then you will look at us. That means now he is ready to accept our service. Then we can serve him. If one is looking in another side and I'm giving some things, okay, just leave it there. There is no love, isn't it? When I'll offer something to someone and when he'll spread his arms to accept it with smiling face, that is love. That is love. So when Bhagavan look at us, that means he is ready to accept our service, our seva with smiling face. And it will happen if we'll do that mānava-sevā. So, it is not enough only to serve the living entities, jivas. Then it is incomplete. When we'll continue that service to Bhagavan, then that circle will be completed. Not mānava-sevā, Mādhava-sevā. We have to do mānava-sevā and Mādhava-sevā. There must be some and in between these two. Mānava-sevā and Mādhava-sevā. I think they forgot to put this and in between. Who just think about these words, mānava-sevā and Mādhava-sevā? It must be there and in between. But who start to preach? Maybe it was his mistake. He overlooked that and. But, my dear friends, you must put that and in between mānava-sevā and Mādhava-sevā. Otherwise, it will be incomplete. If we want to make this circle completed, then we have to start from mānava-sevā, jiva-sevā. We have to start our service from there where we are exactly. And we are surrounded by all living entities here in this material world. What she mentioned, yes, sick people, old people, animals, needy people, poor people, anyhow, who needs help, we have to help. But at the same time, there also the point of concept. By which mood you are continuing your service. What exactly you are thinking during this time, if it is your service or if it is your help. Be clear. Help and serve. Activity are the same, but the difference in mood. When we'll help, there is some ego. There is some false ego. I am helping. That means I am greater than this person to whom I am helping. We are saying it is my service, but inside of our heart, the mood is not exactly according to service. The mood is there like helping. No. When you are helping, there is ego. You are helping. That means you are the greater than that person. No. In the heart that time, when we'll do this all work? In the heart must be there that we are serving, seva, not helping. Activity are the same. When you are helping one old person in a busy road, you are helping one old person to cross the street. You just hold his hand and you help him to cross the road. It is helping. But at the same time, if you just change your mood, it is service. When you are helping, then your mood will be completely different. Then in your face there will be no smiling. There will be some pride, some garva. But when you will help, oh, please come with me. Yes, I'm here. I'm with you. Don't be afraid. With smiling face, first you will try to destroy his fear to cross the road. Then you will hold his hand. Then you will cross the road. Activity are the same, but mood is different in helping and serving. Develop that mood in your heart that you are serving, not helping. So mānava-sevā, it is not only helping. When you use this term seva, so don't forget, it is service. This word coming from tasya. Yes. This word coming from tasya. The activity of tasya in tasya is service, seva. This is not the mood of friends, parents, or lover or beloved. This seva mood is only there in tasya. Service is there in tasya. Don't forget it. If we can develop this inside of our heart, then it will be a real mānava-sevā. Otherwise, the pride, false ego will be there. There is a very nice story in scriptures. I forgot the name of that king. He was a very great donor, data. Very great donor. He was very rich king. He was very great donor. But his behavior and his way of speaking was very bad. Yes, at the same time he is donating so many things, but at the same time, when he is donating, if somebody asks something, Maharaj, I need this, he will give. But before he will give, he will say so many things. Why you come here? Huh? Why you need this? First he will chastise. She will use so many bad words to him. And then you will give. No one will go return from him empty-handed. Maharaj always full. So that's why everyone know that yes, if we'll ask for help to our king, so maybe at the beginning you'll say so many bad things. She'll behave very bad, but at the end she'll fulfill my desire. She'll help. So all the people, they accepted his donation as help. It was not his service. So that's why it's happened. You know the life change. And then according to our karma, we'll get new form in next life. So when he got his next life, because of his donation to everyone, he was a great donor. His body was golden, completely golden. It looked like his body is made by gold. But he used so many bad words. So on this golden body, his face was a pig face. Shukara Baraha. His face was in his next life like a pig, but all the body was golden. Because it was help, and he helped by his body, by his hands. Because of his using bad tongue. That's why he got that face, pig face, in his next life. So my dear friends, be careful. Before you will do something, that mānava-sevā, please clear in your heart if it is helping or serving. Activity are the same, mood is different. So my dear friends, now it was very important. Krishnadas asked, so that's why I just discussed about this. It is important in our spiritual practice, spiritual life, and also for material life. Because only you can tie this whole world by an invisible thread of love. Not by money, not by wealth, not by knowledge, only by love. Invisible thread. But you can tie all the world. So, now we'll go in katha of love, prem.